Hey everybody, Stu Smith here, going live. Happy Tuesday. Hope you enjoyed the eclipse yesterday. It's kind of interesting. I kind of compare it to the feeling you get when you go bowling, right? First game, a lot of fun, very exciting. Second game, you're like, okay, I've seen enough. I'm ready for this second game to be over with. I like bowling. I just don't like bowling twice. No, it was cool, but once you've seen it for like 20 or 30 minutes, I think it was kind of lost its appeal, but it was still cool. I'm glad I took time of my day to observe it. Um, but anyway, I wanted to chat a little bit. This is one of my favorite topics before we start taking questions and showing um, some CSS videos. Is about fitness goals. And if you don't think that there's some psychology involved in this journey, you're wrong because it starts off psychological. Because you have to, at one point, in fact, I made this little diagram. I'll share it with you guys. It's an article I wrote, kind of the psychology of fitness. But this is the goal achievement journey. You guys see that? Yeah. All right. So deciding to try, this is huge because most people don't even try. So, boom, right off the start, you can pat yourself on the back for even trying. That is a good place to be in. And it's usually for most of us, it's kind of exciting. I'm going to try something new and get a little excited for it. And it gives you some motivation to go do some training. Now, unfortunately, that motivation doesn't last very long. And after a couple of weeks, you might start to realize that this journey is tough. And sometimes that hits hard. And then you start to have some doubt and fear. And maybe you even failed a few times because you skipped a couple of workouts or you didn't eat as disciplined as you wanted. All right. But that's okay. You got to reframe that whole failure side and use it as a learning experience. You did not fail, you learned something from that. Then and only then can you turn that around and start finding some uh, performance gains, usually through consistency. That's going to build your confidence. You know, when you hit that bottom and then you start saying, screw it, I'm going to keep moving. That's huge. Most people stop down there and they never get out of it. And if you can turn it around and just say, you know what, I'm going to work out today, even though I don't feel like it. That's a big moment. And it's a big moment for all of us. And the beauty of working out every day is you can start every day like that. Because I'll tell you, I don't feel like working out every day, but I do. And it is a habit now after 40 years of exercise, 41 years of working out. Pretty consistently. It's just a habit. And building those habits takes a little bit of time, takes a little bit of consistency. But the good news is if you just give it a few weeks, give it a month, give it a quarter, give it a year, I promise you it will change your life because somewhere in that journey, you're going to reach certain goals. And there may be goals that you didn't even begin with at first. It may have been a weight loss goal, but then along the journey, you fell in love with bench press or squats and deadlifts or running. And now you have running goals and bench press goals and so many wide range of fitness goals that you can add to your life. And just keep it exciting. That's one reason why I like to do the seasonal tactical fitness periodization because every quarter I start with something new. It is now springtime, right? it is now springtime, and what we're doing here is the spring seasonal fitness periodization model. Now, you could also do this one. This is a year earlier. I wrote this one. So I'm kind of playing around with both of them and trying to find my favorites between the two programs. They're similar, but there's some differences in there that I like. And it's just fun. Like today's a running day in calisthenics versus heavy lifting and rucking, right? It just changes things up a little bit. Um, and then the summer, boom, we're going to hit the summer with an even harder calisthenics and cardio. But then guess what? In the fall, boom, we go down and it's a cows and cardio deload. We start lifting weights again into the winter. And so every quarter gives me some change and some variety that now I can say, okay, well, right now I'm going to try to fix my running and see if I can get a little faster this next few months. But in the fall, I'm going to say, let's see what I can get my body weight bench up to, for instance. So you got to have something. Got to have something go out there to keep you moving. I appreciate you guys commenting. Good morning to everybody. Let's do this. I have a few videos that I'd like to pull up and we can discuss some of the CSS elements of this one. I think this one is from this week. And if you see here, solid kick off the wall, very streamlined. Got one hand over the other, his head's down, his biceps are squeezing the side of his head. Arms are straight. All of these are really significant to the ability of just streamlining and going fast off the wall. So let's see what it looks like off the wall right before he kicks off. Turn the volume down a little bit. It's a little distracting. So he gets right into it. Let's see where he goes. Kicks off, throws a double arm pull into it, comes up. Probably could have glided a little longer there versus kicked in recovery. I bet you would have had another yard, maybe even a body length more before you needed to come out of that glide right there. Because I usually give myself a good 3-second, 4-second glide out of this right there. And then come up, start stroking. So top arm, bottom arm, kick, hold the glide. I like this. Top arm, bottom arm, kick, hold the glide. This is good. It's got a good rotation, not over rotating. He turns with that top arm. He breathes with the bottom arm. I think that bottom arm could be a little big. Looks like it's a little sweeping out there. That could be a little faster. This turnaround here, yeah, don't hang out over there and take a couple breaths. Just one big breath, turn around and go. All right. Probably could have saved you a couple of seconds. But here's the problem. You do that every wall kickoff, you're going to add 40 seconds to your swim. So it does matter. Might be a little nitpicky, 1 second, 2 second, saving some time there. But when you turn around every 25 yards, it does matter. Now, here, if you notice, you don't do that breaststroke pullout. And I wonder why. Right? You go right into the stroke. Is it because you're a little winded now? If that's the case, it's a swimming conditioning issue versus preference, maybe. My advice is see which one's faster, right? See if kicking off the wall, going right into the stroke is faster. 2, let's count some strokes here. 3, 4. This looks good though. 5, 6, 7, 8. Give him 8.5 almost. Yeah, 8.5. Not bad for a 25-meter pool. But it could be a lot less too. So going down with the breaststroke pullout, looks like you're holding the glide just a little longer. Let's see what your glide time is here. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, pull. Yeah, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, pull. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, pull. No, this is good. I tell you what, you change sides. I would say this side is probably your strong side. This one looks a little smoother versus this one. Seems a little clunky. Looks like your kick is not as good here compared to the other one. Like you glide a lot faster this kick versus the other kick. I could be wrong, but this one just looks a little less fluid. But they're very close. I mean, it's very nitpicky. Try this. Try to find a side that's fastest. So let's see. That was 22 seconds. I'm not going to count that turnaround. 26 start. And yeah. So you got down there in like 21, 22. And you got back in like 25, 26. That's what I'm looking at. So yeah, it looked like your first side is much faster. Maybe it was faster with that pull out too. So anyway, not too bad. That was a good one actually. Trying to think if I have any more CSS videos to share in that method. I do not, so I'm gonna have to find a some of the Instagram DMs that were sent this week, and sometimes these take a minute. Let me see what questions you guys have. You guys got any questions? No questions? One thing I did not do today is I did not connect Instagram, which makes this a lot more views. But that's okay. This volume down. Jesus. Okay. All right. So let me show you this video. All right. Kick it off the wall. I like that. I like that. Take out. You see that little kicking there? You know, when you're gliding, just glide. Like take out the kicks. Kick. Don't flutter kick. Don't throw that dolphin kick. Because that dolphin kick right there. Let me show you. Like right there. All that did was just say, "Hey, I don't feel like swimming anymore. I'm gonna put on the brakes." So dolphin kick is not a bending of the knee and a straightening of the knee. It is actually comes from the hips more than it does from bending of the legs. Now, this is a tough one to watch because he's not right in the middle of the. I'm missing significant sections of his body. So top arm, bottom arm, kick. Now he has the basics of this stroke down. It's not pretty. I think a lot of it has to do more with his kick being a little weak. That's a good kick off the wall. Top arm, bottom arm, kick. Needs to work on that freestyle catch. That top arm needs to grab water, pull it, and push it all the way down. Bottom arm. That's good. I like that bottom arm. Could grab a little water on the bottom. My advice would be to practice scissor kicking a little more. Maybe grab some scissor kick. So there's an article I wrote called Fix Your Kick. Check that one out and see how it works for you. Take out that dolphin kick that's not helping you, or learn how to do a dolphin kick. Trying to look at this kick here. It's not bad. I think that back leg needs to be a little bigger. See how the back leg barely does any kicking? But it's not missing out on a whole lot of it. Yeah, that's just a tough one. Streamline looks good. Weakness in your pull and your kick. So I would say top arm pull, work on the term freestyle catch, And the kick, there's an article I wrote in the CSS help series. In fact, if you're having any problem with the CSS, pull, the breathe, the kick, the glide, the pull out option or not, read this article because it has links to everything that you need to know about CSS. So it also has a fix your kick section in there. So let's see what else we got here. I think I have another guy here, but it's not a very good video. I'm going to show you why it's not a very good video. Um, just because it's a little you can't really see the glare in the water. Like, so here's a little drill I want you to do before you send me a video is when you look at the video, can you see yourself swimming? Like, I can't tell if you're doing a scissor kick or breaststroke kick. I can tell when you're breathing. I can count your glide time, which is minimal, 1 Mississippi 2. So you're pulling on 2. So you lack glide after the kick, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi pull. Yeah, you're pulling the bottom arm before you should be at the time you're pulling the top arm. Decent kick off the wall, but you're kicking off like this versus like that. You think that doesn't make that big a difference? It makes a big difference. Notice you're kind of popping your head up a little bit. Doesn't need to come up out of the water that much. See how this guy's turning his head to swim freestyle? Very similar to how you need to breathe. Just keep that was better. That was better. Keep your head down. Some reason I think you just came up from like that right there. That was a pop up. Yeah, you definitely need to work on your glide. Let me see if it's a strong side, weak side issue. Nope. This looks like a better side for you, but you're still 1 Mississippi 2. I can't even get to 2 Mississippis on that one. So there we go. I have some more CSS videos, but you have to go to um, Instagram Reels for them, or you could go to my TikTok page. Which, check this out if you haven't been over here yet. This is nothing but CSS videos. I make it a point to just put swimming related content on this TikTok channels. Stu Smith 50, same number or same address as my Instagram. Um, Here's a good one. Smooth as fast. Top arm, bottom arm, kick, hold the glide. Top, bottom, boop. I like this. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, pull. You could turn your head a little quicker with that top arm. Like your face should be out of the water, like when that hand goes past it. That looks really good. Nice pull out, transitions nicely. Oh, I like that. That was good. Top arm, bottom arm, kick. I like the side too. Looks like both sides are pretty solid, strong and weak side. No, I like this. Very smooth. But anyway, this is the kind of stuff that you see over on my Instagram reels as well as my CSS or sorry, my TikTok page. And if you don't have TikTok, that's okay. You don't need it on your phone. Go to your desktop and just type in up here. I guess you can't see it up there, but TikTok.com/at StuSmith50. That will get you the all those videos on there. There's a lot of good stuff on there. Yeah. All the kick drills that I was mentioning earlier for the guy that had needed to work on his kick, um, top leg, fixing the top leg if that's the problem, more Mississippi's if you're gliding. All of those are just very common cues that I use to teach the CSS, and they can be found over there. I think there's some treading in there, some underwater swimming, swimming with fins, drown proofing. I mean, life saving, pretty much all the water confidence activities you are going to be doing if you decide to go into some military special ops or swim, rescue, diving world. You will be seeing many of those activities. So that's why I do it. That's why we do the CSS swim critiques. You can send me a video. Happy to do it. Not on in a public forum. Just do it by email. It works real well that way too. All right, folks. So it's like everybody's kind of busy today. No questions. So I'm just gonna move on and continue my day. I appreciate your time of being here. You guys check me back next week, and I will have um, more discussion as well as Q&A time for you guys to join in on. So we'll see you next week.